Sir, for me, 15 minutes kí n pè yín padà, sir. Màá pè yín tẹ́ bá délé. Okay. Mo wà nílé ni, bó ṣe ń wọlé ni. Okay. Then torí máa jáde lọ sí office padà. Mo kàn wá teach online. Okay. 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 Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Sorry for coming late. I just have to go and drop. Hello, good afternoon, sister. I'm online already. Sorry, I just went to drop book for students at train station. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Please, if you're online, just drop a comment. Let me know who is on the line. Who is on the line, please. I'm so sorry for coming late. There was a student of ours that just called now that he's at my train station. I should come and that is in need of the material. So I have to quickly run down to drop the material with the person. So coming back. So I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So we are not like so much late. So good afternoon, Stella B. Good afternoon. If you're online, please drop a comment, and like. Drop a comment, blessing, please, and like the video. Like the video. There's an icon like this on the video. Like it, please. Like the video. And in the course of the teaching, if you are not clear with anything, whatever I'm going to teach, if you are not clear, please, you have right to ask question by calling him 620-586-038, or you type your question, because this is a revision class on the YouTube. So please, let's utilize the minutes rightly so that we can get the best out of it, please. So if you are online, please thumb up, like the page, and drop your comments. Like the page, and we are still on test 3 of that same book. Test 3 of our driving this book. Test 3. Please get this book. And open to test 3. Just open to test 3. Open to test 3 of it. Test 3 of it. Open to test 3 of it. Test 3. Test 3. Now, what is the test 3 talking about? Test 3. Test 3 number 1. Let me start. Test 3 number 1. Number 1 says, what should you check after driving through a puddle of waters? Puddle of water means settlement of water on the roadway. Like when we have potholes and waters are settling there. When you pass through that water, you realize that your tire is wet. So they said, what must you check? What you must check is your brake. You have to quickly, immediately you pass through the pebbles of water, you have to check your brake, whether your brake is working fine. That's the first thing you have to check, because when a wheel enter through water, it allows the brake not to work better. So you check the brake. Number 2, should you facilitate the passage of a firefighter vehicle driving with yellow revolving light turned on? The yellow revolving light on top tells you that they are on emergency. So you have to facilitate them. Is yes, by, you understand me, not only when they are using acoustic signal, because the lights, they can signal intention when they are on emergency with 2 aids. 1, with ordinary lights. 2, with the acoustic signal. One acoustic signal. So any one of the 2, it doesn't matter that they have to use the 2 together. They can use ordinary lights and they are still on emergency. So you have to like facilitate them for them to be able to move. Number 3, is it prohibited to pass in tunnel with 1 lane in each direction? Is it prohibited to pass in tunnels with 1 lane in each direction? 1 lane in each direction is yes. Yes, you did mean that you can. You don't enter other person's lane. Number 4, I'm going to show the picture. The panel under this sign indicates. Look at the panel. The panel under it, 150 meters. 150 meters in a complementary panel under a sign of danger due to series of bend. First one to the right. Danger due to series of bend. First one to the right. First one to the right. So in that case, the right answer here is that, look at this panel, means that the beginning, where the danger will begin. Where the danger will begin. So the danger that is on top of it is what they are talking about. That the distance until the danger begins. Which means in the next 150 meters, you are going to experience that danger on top of that panel. Number 5. If due to respiratory allergy, you have to sneezing fit, ... In due to respiratory allergy, you have a sneezing fit. In that case, they are talking about you're having a kind of respiratory allergy and you are sneezing. You see you are constantly sneezing. Now, the answer here will be the driver's ability to maintain concentration in traffic will decrease because you are sneezing. Your concentration on the steering will be zero, will be reduced. So it will decrease. So you cannot concentrate very well when you are sneezing on steering, when you have a respiratory allergy. And in some question exam, they will ask you, what must you do in that case? You wind up your window. You make sure that your inside your car is not dusty, it's not dirty. Number 6. What precautions should be taken if there are animals on the side of the road you are using? The precaution measure you have to take when you notice animal on the road is you have to reduce speed if necessary or stop the car. You must reduce speed. I'm driving on the roadway and I see animals. I must reduce speed and stop if possible. You don't press on. You don't press on because they are animals. You don't press on because when you press on, they might be scattered on the roadway. Please, if you're online, you can be dropping comments, and you can also call 620-586-038. Number 7, if a driver has been dazzled, you have been dazzled means that somebody on light on you and like blinding you. What should he or she do? That means, what should you do when you are being dazzled? Another car on light on you. What must you do? In this case, you have to reduce speed. Even come to complete stop if necessary. You reduce speed. I can't see again. Somebody have dazzled me. So what you need to do in that case is to reduce speed, or if possible, you stop. Number 8. If you intend to perform maneuver, you must indicate. If you intend to perform maneuver, it means that if you're planning to make a maneuver, they said you must indicate ... The answer will be with light signal, and in their absence with harm. Remember that we have 2 ways of expressing signal. We We can do with light, which is obligatory. But if your light is not working, you use the hand. Number 9. What is the maximum speed you can drive a car on a highway while towing a trailer? While towing a trailer, why towing a trailer? Why towing a trailer? Remember that when your private car is towing a trailer, you are at number 3rd group. When I will teach chapter 2 of our manual, you will understand when I say 3rd group, because the first group are private car and motorcycle. The 2nd group comprises of mixed vehicle, adaptable mixed vehicle, derived vehicle, camping van, and buses. And the 3rd group contains of the lorry, your private car towing a light trailer. Good. So since it's at the 3rd group, the 3rd group on their highway, the maximum speed of that car on highway, on motorway or dual carriageway is 90 km/h. 90. Number 10. This sign indicates that it is forbidden. Look at the sign. This sign indicates that it's forbidden. Look, under it, there's a complementary panel of a lorry towing a trailer. And no turning to the right. Now, that no turning to the right, since they put a complementary panel under it, it means that that sign, that restriction, is talking to that complementary panel under it. So, in this case, the better answer here will be for vehicle towing a lorry, a trailer, to turn right. No turning right for any vehicle towing a trailer. If you're online, please help us to like the page. Let me see you liking the page from the icon on the screen. Like the page. Drop comment for me to know who are online. Please drop comments. Drop comment for me to know who are online. I'm having the same people dropping comment. Please drop comments. If you're watching us, drop comments. And if you have any question generally you want to call, you can call on 620-586-038. 620-586-038. So number 11, the book. Number 11 says, when overtaking in an urban area, what lateral distance must be kept with the rest of the vehicle if driving a motorcycle? What lateral distance must be kept? Remember that this place, it is not measurable because you are driving inside a town. Inside a town, there's nothing like a measurable lateral distance. What you give is a distance in proportion to the speed and the width and the characteristics of the road, which means characteristics of the road, how big, how the road is what you want. Please remember that the test we are running now is this test. This test that I give in school, and I'm on number 3. Number 3 of it. Number 3 of that test. Test 3. Test 3. Test 3 of it. So we're running the test because we are starting newly beginning from Monday with our manual. So this week we are running those test manual because I realized that most students just keep that test in the house without studying them. So I'm running them, trying to explain them how the question comes in the exam and how it is. So we are not talking about A, B, C here, but I'm using it to teach for this week so that we'll get it clear how those questions are. Now, number 11, as I told you, the lateral distance you keep inside town. Don't let them trick you in exam. When they ask outside town with any two-wheel vehicle is 1.5 meters. But inside town is not 1.5. It's just the distance proportional to the speed, the width of the road, and the characteristics of that road, how the road is. Because if the road is small, you have to manage it with the motorcycle. If the road is big, you manage yourself. But outside of town, remember that it's 1.5. Now, number 12, placed under the yield sign, this panel indicates distance. This panel, they are talking about the stop in 150 meters. Stop in 150 meters. They said it indicates where the mandatory stop is found at the next intersection. Intersection means junction. Another name for intersection means junction. Means junction in exam. When they say intersection, they're talking about junction. Now, okay. Now, number 13. What can be understood? What can be understood by a road with insufficient lights? When they said a road is an insufficient light, means that it has a lightning, but the lightning is not enough. For example, you're driving on a road on your street at night, and your street has a street light, and not all the street lights are on. You have a kind of reduced visibility in that street. So that street becomes insufficient. The light is not sufficient enough. So how can we ascribe a road? How can we say this road is an insufficient lit area? On number 13, that place, we will need to understand that if it is one in which the plate number cannot be read in 10 meters, if the vehicle passed me and I cannot read the plate number in 10 meters, means that it's insufficient lit area. Or I cannot detect the dark vehicle in 50 meters. Don't mix this thing up in exam. Plate number in 10 meters, the color of the car in 50 meters. If I cannot read those two things, it means that that vehicle, you are driving that vehicle on an insufficient lit area. Number 14, a parked vehicle is considered to consist a serious obstacle to traffic flow when it is double park, when you left double parking, because double parking is prohibited, but double stopping is permitted. Be careful in exam. There's a difference between stopping and parking. What is stopping? Stopping is when you are still in the car less than 2 minutes. But when you are over 2 minutes, it becomes parking. That stopping becomes parking. Now, what's another definition of parking? Parking is when you stationarize your vehicle and you are outside of it, you are not in there. It's still considered as parking. So double stopping is permitted. In case you are asking exam, can you double stop? Yes. Can you double park? No. Good. Number 15. Is it correct to drive while using cushion on the seat? Cushion is like you're using a pillow on the seat. Using a pillow on the street, on the seat, it is not permitted because it will cause you to have a limit in the effectiveness of safety. When you put pillow under your seat, you will not get the best out of it. You will not get, you can still submarine. The belt will not hold you effectively. Good. Number 16. 16 say, on a steppy stretch of road, if there's a place where the road narrow is, which the right of way is not indicated, which vehicle should go first? Let me repeat. On a steppy stretch of road, if there is a place where the road is narrow, in which the right of way is not indicated, which vehicle will go first? Steppy means you're climbing or you're coming down. You understand me? Now, they said two vehicle meets on a steppy area, like hill, you're climbing hill. Now, they want to know which one has right of way, whether the vehicle coming from downward or the vehicle upward, whether coming downward or upward, or descending or ascending. You understand me? Be careful in exam. You have to understand this theory that in exam, the picture will come with a lorry coming down and a car climbing in up. So, but the theory as a general law is that any vehicle climbing a hill has right over the one coming down from the hill. I repeat, any vehicle climbing the hill has right over the one coming down from the hill. So the vehicle uphill will go first. The vehicle uphill will go first, which is C in this case. Now, number 17. On this route, at what speed can a car pass a vehicle traveling at 90 km/h? traveling at 90 kilometers per hour. Somebody just posted it on our WhatsApp group on this class today. That road is a conventional road. What makes it 90? Because it does not have a shoulder. It does not have two lanes in one direction. It only has one going, one coming. So the maximum speed of that conventional road is 90. So, and they said, the vehicle you want to overtake is already doing 90 kilometers per hour. Can you overtake? It's no, you cannot overtake because it's already doing the maximum speed of that road. So when doing the maximum speed of that road, you can't overtake unless the vehicle is doing lesser than the maximum speed. That is when you can borrow 20 to add to the maximum speed of 90, making it 110 in order to overtake. Good. Number 18. When the vehicle has come to complete stop, the passenger must enter or exit as a general rule from the side closest to the curb. From the side closest to the curb. You enter the car, you drop from the car from the side closest to the curb, not only right, not only left. Because if you say right, it might cost you problem when you get to UK. But when you say side closest to the curb means the side, the elevated part of the side of the road, that it will be safe for you to come out and climb the pavements. Number 19, can respecting the right of way by motorcycle drivers helps avoid accidents? Is yes. When motorcycle rider respect accidents, they respect the rules of the road, it will prevent accidents. Number 20, if there is no existing road or the part of it that is intended for you is missing, which vehicle should drive on the arch shoulder? Vehicle for people with reduced mobility. That is only the handicapped vehicle can do that. And that's only the handicapped vehicle can do that. Can do that. You're welcome on board, sister. My evangelist favor. Number 20. Sorry, number 20. Number 21. We are doing the test 3. I'm solving test 3. So all the day I'm going to run as much tests we can run before we start our new syllabus on Monday. Our new syllabus on Monday. So because I realized that most students, they just leave that manual at home. So I use this opportunity before we start our manual on Monday for me to run those tests and explain why those answers, and in case you meet in the exam, so it will be more clear. Number 21 of that test 3 of our driving theory test. What do this yellow road marking and sign indicate? What does this yellow road marking and sign indicate? The road marking is this yellow line on the ground. The yellow line on the ground. They said, what does it indicate? It indicates a construction zone, that they're doing construction on that road. When you realize that the marking on the ground is yellow color, is due to construction. Number 20, what does this sign indicate? The sign, look at the sign. What does it indicate? Circular red with just black inside. Circular red with just that line inside. It means you're required to stop the vehicle. You can't pass without stopping. You're required to stop. Most time when the police are doing control of alcohol on the road, they mount this thing on a signboard and put it on the ground. It means that when you are coming towards them and you see the sign, you have to stop before you pass. Or at the toll gate, you see the sign at the toll gate, is that you have to stop to pay before crossing to the other side. Number 23, the lightning system of a vehicle dash. The lightning system of a vehicle dash. Yes, it helps the driver to see the road well and to be seen by other ones. The purpose of driving system, lightning system in the vehicle, is for you to see with the aid of the front lights and to be seen with the aid of the lights at the rear, which is at the tail lights. Number 24, can personal circumstances such as stress influence the effect of alcohol? Stress, yes, it will influence it. It will affect it. when you're under stress and you take alcohol, you know, most time we abuse alcohol when people say, oh, I'm tired and stressed, and you now take cerveza, you take beer. You are like causing problem when you drive. So it does not kill stress. You're adding to the stress. Now, so that's it. Number 25. What is the purpose of the air filter? Number 25. The purpose of the air filter is to filter, to clean the air that mix with the fuel. Remember that I told you when I was teaching mechanic, I said the air, the feeding system of petrol, air is being sucked in from the atmosphere here, atmospheric air that is sucked in through a air filter that filters the air so that there won't be any dust particles that comes into the combustion chamber before you spray, before a system spray in fuel into it. So if the air is dirty, automatically you will have a kind of fire, kind of burning that is irregular in that combustion chamber. So something has to filter the air. What filters the air is the air filter. You know, we have fuel filter, we have air filter, we have oil filter. They do different things at their own system. Number 26. This sign indicate danger due to the proximity. Look at this sign. Proximity is like a kind of pothole, deep. You know, it's a deep. You understand? We call it deep. We call it deep because deep. We call the one that is up humps. Deep and humps. When you have the two together, it means that uneven road. Uneven road. Number 27. The purpose of chassis is the purpose of chassis. The chassis. The purpose of this chassis in your vehicle. Number 27. The purpose of chassis is to protect the occupants. How do they protect you? They cover you. One, when rain is falling, they are the covering. Two, when the car somersaults, they are the safety cage. So they protect the occupant. Occupants are the people in the vehicle. Please, if you're online, help us to like the video. Like the video. There's an icon where you have this thumb up or under. Please help us to click like. Let's know you are here. Drop a comment. Drop a comment for me to know that you are online. You're online. Please, if you're online, do us a favor by subscribing. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're doing a great job. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like. Help me to like. Help me to like. With the number of like we have there, it's not up to the number of people that are viewing. So help us to like. If you don't like, drop comment, please. Drop comment, please. And you have right to call in for a question. Call in, because immediately I finish now, you can call in, ask any question. Maybe you joined us lately and one is not clear, or you have a question you want to ask. You can call in 620-586. Somebody should help me to send the number on the chat page. 620-586-038. You can call in. We have room to call in. This is a live video class, which is very, very important. And if you are watching us after this lecture, you can also drop your comment or any question. I can visit it. I visit it later. Every day I watch all this video to check if somebody has dropped comment or any question to solve. That's it. So number 28. 28 says, what factor can cause variation in the necessary distance to stop? Variation in necessary distance to stop. Variation necessary distance to stop. In this case, you have to understand that it's the poor, when you have the poor condition of the road or of the vehicle, and the driver and the road, the three factor will cause variation in order to stop, because the driver is not at good states, the road is not good, the vehicle is not at a right maintained, is not well maintained. Automatically you would have a kind of accident with that kind of vehicle. Number 29 is overtaking allowed while inside the tunnel. Look, this question is logical. Overtaking allowed? I always tell people, because this question comes in exam and it causes problem. Can you overtake in a tunnel? One thing you have to have in mind, look for an objective that says, if an objective says yes, if you did not enter the oncoming lane, it means that your own lane, you have two lanes. 2 lanes. It means that you overtake on your own direction. So far, you did not enter the lane that opposite the oncoming lane. That is it. If you don't enter oncoming lane, no problem. But if that answer is not there in the objective, it's capital no. Because if that answer is not there in the objective, be careful in exam. This question comes in exam always. Capital no. Now, number 30, to avoid knocking down pedestrian, you must lower your speed, especially in the city. For you not to knock down pedestrian, for you not to hit pedestrian, you must reduce your speed. You have to reduce your speed. So, any question from anybody? Any question from anybody? Any question from anybody? You can call in 620-586. We just have 2 minutes. Any question from anybody? 620-526. Remember that we are starting fresh new syllabus from Monday. But till Monday, we are going to run all these tests. I'm going to try as much as possible to see whenever we stop, we stop there. We continue because we have to run our class from Monday again. Now, on Saturday, we are coming to Facebook page by 1 o'clock on Facebook, which I'm going to teach a topic on that place. So if you have any question, you can call in on 620, whether through a WhatsApp or through a call direct, 620-586-038. It's on the screen there. Somebody has posted it on the screen. 620-586-038. If you're online, please help us to like this video. There's a like button. There's a like button. There's a like icon under the video. Help us to like, and please don't watch our video without subscribing. Help us to subscribe. Don't watch our video without subscribing. That's the only encouragement you can give to us. Subscribe. If you've not subscribed, if you share with friends, if you share with people, help us to tell them to subscribe. Tell them to subscribe. You can share with friends. You can share with people. If you want to join us in our school online, we'll make it easy and we'll make it convenient at a comfortable time for you. And if you want our material alone, we can always buy a material, post it to you wherever you are, even though if you are outside Spain. We are on Facebook every Saturday, 1 o'clock. We are on YouTube as many times as possible as time called for. And we have our own school online, which we guide and we 24 hours available to assist. So if you have any question, okay, a caller is calling in now. Caller. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
This is Robert, please. Please, like the test 2 that we learned yesterday, I want you to go to 25 again, sir.
25 of that test 2 yesterday. The caller asked for the test 2 of yesterday. He said number 25. Number 25 of test 2 yesterday says, are the more modern antithetics safer for driving? You see, the modern antithetics is like a multivitamin. Antithetics is like a multivitamin. If I may ask, I know that you are from Nigeria. Do you know this blood tonic we call Cipron in Nigeria at that time? Cipron.
Yes, sir.
That Cipron, anytime you take it that time, it makes you to sleep and you eat when you wake up. It paralyzes your day. That is the old antithetics, which is multivitamin that is old type. But the new one is like this cod liver oil. You know this cod liver oil? This thing that is soft, that has fish liquid inside.
Yeah.
That is the modern antithetics. That's one, if you take it, you will not feel dizzy. You understand me?
Yeah.
You will not feel dizzy. But only when you take them with another drug or you take them with alcohol, they misbehave. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
So,
okay, thank you very much, sir.
Very good, sir.
And secondly, the 16 of it, sir. The 16 of it, the A and B, I want you to explain it to me very well because the two look like similar, because like the C, like the English that they use.
Okay,
this is a bit complicated, yeah.
The 16 of test 2 of yesterday, the test 2 yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The number 16 is says, test 2 number 16 says, when a bus tends to emerge from a signal stop, that is, a signal stop is their bus stop. You see, have you seen a bus? Have you seen a bus when it's parked at the bus stop, dropping people?
Yeah.
Very good. And they said the bus wants to join back the road. They said other drivers must. What must you do is what they are asking about. Now, what you must do in that case is to facilitate his joining, his merging. Merging means he wants to join. When I'm behind a bus and that bus has finished dropping people and wants to join the traffic, wants to join the road, I have to wait and allow the bus to join. I can't overtake the bus. Now, the number A you asked me to explain, he said stop and yield. Stop and yield. Stop and yield is just like an English word, which, you see, one thing you have to understand in this exam is that anytime they use the traffic terminologies, it's better than you just picking the normal word that just explain what you imagine. What you imagine is good, like I should stop and yield. Yield means that I help him to enter, Abi, you stop. But facilitating is the merge is more better, is more pronounced in traffic terminologies. Are you with me?
Oh, okay. Yes, sir.
Good. And number B, the number B say continue driving since the bus must yield way. That one is totally wrong, you know.
Yeah, no, I know.
So the one we are
the other two look like
they look like the same. Yes, the A and C look alike. That is why when you go to the exam, let me tell you the game. When you go to the exam, there are two questions, there are two answers that look alike. So you must be able, that is why I'm explaining now. That's why I don't come to class and tell students that answer is A, B, C, D. No, I have to explain what it's all about so that when you get to the exam, you'll be able to dominate. Something will be ringing in your brain that you'll be remembering what I'm teaching. If you have a counter with me for a month, there's no how something will not sink. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
So it's very, very important. Any other questions, sir?
Oh, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for the calling, sir.
If I may ask one other question, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, like the old sign that you saw, like the pictures in the question. Is this how is it in exam?
Yes, the picture. This is the authorized picture. Those pictures you are seeing on those tests I gave you on the mobile phone. That is the authorized picture in exam.
Okay, what of the one in the textbook?
Yes, it's the same. Most pictures you are seeing are authorized by the traffic. That's what the traffic code borrowed to use in exam.
Okay.
You understand me? Any picture that is not like what you are seeing from the material I gave to you are not pictures that are going to be used in exam. I do all possible best to bring all the picture you are going to use in any topic so that you get familiar with them. You know, in exam, when you go to the exam, you are calling from Musia. Is that not so, sir?
Yes, sir.
You're calling from Musia, like where you people do exam, like this place, I think Akantaria or something like that, where you do exam.
No. It's Central Musia.
Central Musia. Where Central Musia? Yes, Central Musia. Where you people? Yes, when you people do exam, for example, you will have people in the classroom doing exam. Like how many people? Like maybe 50, 100 in the exam hall at the same time. But everybody in that exam hall has different 30 questions. Everybody does not have the same question.
Different question?
Everybody, nobody has the same question. You can have the same picture. You can have the same picture, but you will never have the same question.
See, I think everybody is doing the same question.
No. No. Nobody. That is why you see now. That is why we are treating a lot of questions, because I don't know the 30 that will count for you. You understand me? Everybody, like in Madrid here, we have classroom that takes almost 200 people. Now, in that 200 people, everybody is having different 30 questions. So the one that rolls for you, you are lucky. Some people might be lucky with a cheap question and they will still fail. Some people might be unlucky with hard question, but they will pass. Why? Because they are able to detect. That's why I tell people that study, give yourself the best. At least make sure that you prepare yourself for 75%. When you are able to prepare yourself 75%, you might not be able to prepare yourself 100%, but do the best.
75%.
75%. When you do 75, let me just say, nobody, no teacher give 100%. I cannot give you 100%. Are you getting me? I can only give you 75%. The 25%, you do research and you cannot meet up to it. Nobody can give you 100%. That's the theory. Are you getting me, sir?
Yeah.
There's no how you will read that book from one page to the other, to one page to the other, that everything in total will sync. It sync on me because I've been in the business for more than 15 years. You understand? I've been teaching, so it's part and parcel of me. Are you getting me? So I can be able to wait.
Like what you said, I really think something, because if you really see, sometimes when I'm answering questions, there is something that I find so difficult.
Okay. What's this?
That I find so difficult. Like now, like that part of question, there are sometimes I face 5, sometimes I face 4, sometimes I face 6. But that shit I have been feeling for a very long time. And I ask myself, I say, what is happening to me? The same thing. So that is really why I said, okay, let me.
But you know what? Let me tell you 2 things from what you said now. If you're feeling the same question, it means that question has not synced. Ask from your teacher. Ask from me. You understand me? Don't be failing the same question. If you are failing 6 from different tests, make sure that you do correction. You see, what kills many students in exam is that when they go to test in the class, it's better you fail when you are in the class now with me than you fail in the exam. Are you getting me? Now, when you fail in the class, I expect you to do revision. There was an exam. There was a surprise exam I gave to people on class online last week, and majority of people that are even giant in the class, they fail 6. Everybody was failing 6. You understand me?
Yeah.
I could remember a brother that was so sure, was saying, no, I fucked up, teacher, because he thought he has known it. You understand me? That is why you cannot be prepared for 100% before you go for exam.
Yeah.
But when you see yourself, yes, stable, but anyone you are failing, please do me a favor by taking correction. I always enjoy you when you post sometimes, even when I'm at work, I see it and I take time. Immediately I finish, I answer it. You understand me? I enjoy it because if you think you are disturbing, you are not disturbing, you are helping others. Everybody on that platform, you are helping them. Anybody that posts questions
don't worry, there are many people that I have introduced to you, but they are very soon. I think they will enter the library.
We bless God every day. The connection is getting wider. You understand me? But we bless God. We bless God. We bless God.
I like what you are doing.
We bless God. Thank you very much for calling from.
One other thing that I also feel again is that sometimes when I read the question,
okay.
After this thing, when if I want to answer the question, like what you said, the answer always look like alike.
Okay.
When I got it, when I saw one that look alike, I will answer it. At the end, I will fail it.
No.
Instead of me to go through the 3 before. But now, you understand what I mean.
Yes, I get you. You have to make sure that when you read a question, read question twice. Let me teach you a formula of how to answer question in exam. Good. There are 3 things in exam when it comes to a question: picture, question, and 3 objective.
The objective,
Listen to me again. I'm teaching everybody now online. There are 3 things that will open high on you in exam: the picture, the question. Let me just show us now. The picture, the question, and the 3 objective. Are you seeing it?
Yes, sir.
Good. If the question does not say according to the picture, or the question does not relate to the picture, or the question does not ask you to pick answer from the picture, ignore the picture.
Yeah.
1. Now, the question carry weights. Whatever the question says, there are 3 ways they answer question. They ask question. They ask question with question mark to end it with question mark, or they ask with dash dash dash, or they ask with a sentence to complete. Now, in the objective, there are 2 objectives that look alike. When there is one that is totally wrong, the first thing to detect is to detect the one that is totally wrong. Remove it. When you remove that one out, reread the question again. before you now come to look at the two that look right. You get the answer.
That is true, that is what I'm doing
now. In exam again, when you enter exam hall, students are always making a mistake by saying they want to finish 1, do 2, 3 according to number. No. If you read number 1, it's not clear. Leave it, go and do number 2. You read number 2, it's not clear. Leave it, go and do number 3. If you read 3, it's not clear. Leave it, go and do number 4. Just leave them. You understand me? When you get to maybe number 7, your head will have opened. What will give you the right answer for number 1? It might be on number 22. Because there are similar questions. Let me just tell you something. 30 questions are like 15. But the 15 are being duplicated in changing of the English. So that is why when you fail 1, you are tend, if you are not careful, you are tend to fail 2. Because you are getting the theory wrong. Are you getting me, sir?
Yes, I'm hearing you, sir.
So that is it. Hello, sir.
Thank you very much.
So thank you very much, sir. Say what's well to them in Musia. Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir. Yes, see you, sir.
Yeah. So that's the caller from Musia, one of our students from Musia Online. So it has been, Musia is a kind of at least 4 hours or 5 hours drive from where we are, and they've been a blessing to us, and it's really working. So if you have any other person who wants to have any question, any relating question, or what we studied yesterday that is not clear, that is the purpose of having this channel. That's the purpose of having this channel. Anybody that is here means that he subscribed to us and he's taking it serious. This is a live video which you can have with Teacher Direct. So somebody can also help us share it on our platform, or you share it with your friend. Tell them they can be of help. We can be of help. They give us a call on 620-586-038. So I think in the absence of no question, I think we should call it a day on this platform now. So I'll come again once again. I'll come your way once again tomorrow, the same time, for the next test. So I remain your teacher. Some call me prophet, and some call me an engineer. So I remain Steve Adetela, an automobile and road safety expert. Thank you very much for coming live with us again. Bye.